morning, it's Bill Tainter. I'm just doing a quick time lapse here. What I did is I jumped in a buy on the euro an hour before the news, which is coming up pending home sales in 4 minutes, thinking that it's got new lows for the day, and I had my take profits like just here, just scalp a little off this bottom. Well, it dojied and then it just plunged, and I'm watching the CAD broke new highs, so it's a little bit misbehaved here. So I took these out at a -10 and a -9. My stop's right here, and now I'm kind of stuck because news is coming out here in 4 minutes, and I'm in a negative position. So my stop is at the lows of the day, right, below the lows of the day, and this news is coming out, and so average daily ranges are below here. Here they're floating in this area, and we'll see if I can get this positive and reduce my loss. But I've hit this trade a few times and it worked out really, really good. It's like coming in, maybe it wasn't enough news, it was just this pending home sales. Maybe if there was 2 or 3 different announcements it would have chopped better, but because it was just US pending home sales, the forecast is 0 growth, which we'll see. If it's great US news, this should go down. If it's horrible US news, this should go up. So I'm kind of stuck here for 2.5 minutes, and I hate to be in a trade when the news pops. So to reduce my risk, again, I scaled these 2/3 out. I have 1/3 left, and again, the biggest thing is just if you have a loss, just don't let it get catastrophic, right? So my profits have been around 10 or 15 or so, right? So if I have losses of 10 or 15, that's great. Just keep them small. If I have 20, 20, 20, 30, 30, 30, crazy stuff like that, you're never going to make it. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so here in the last minute, let's see what transpires here. Again, if I can get this up, let's figure this out, right? So if I got in at 26, if I can get profits above, see, so if I got in at 26, 36, 46, here comes the news. If I can get profit, anything above here is profit, right? So what I want to try to do as fast as I can here it comes, is get my stop loss to this point. If this moves my way and I can get my stop loss to here and pull back 20, I'd be positive. Let's see what happens. CAD's pushing up. Let's see if I can get the news to show up here on the. If I can get Forex Factor to show me anything. What's it? Minus. Okay, it's horrible. It's -5.5. That means that this should go straight up, and the US CAD should come down. Let's see if we can get this profitable here. Stand by. So that's the facts. We didn't know any of this coming into this, so now the news came out, and the news is bad, worse than last month. So we might be able to get this up here, and again, that's all I want to do. And a great way to do this is go to this trendline property, go here, type in 2440, 2447, let's say 2447, and when I push OK, that line is going to slam right there. So I can just sit here and wait, and I don't have to manually grab the line and try to drag it to a spot. I can just plug that in. When I push OK, it's going to snap that line, and the next tick it's going to smooth the stop loss. So that's how I do it. Alright, now I just sit back and watch. There's nothing I can do. And again, so I'm at the lows, and if it stops me out at new lows, I'm done. Everybody's been saying that the euro needs to make a bounce at some point and turn and head the other way. So if we can get this thing up and then closing above this black, because see, the hard part right now, we're below a black grid, but let's see if this news can repel us up through there. Okay, so you can experience this here. Let's watch. This is starting to make some kind of a move. And 3 minutes after the news, all the guys are on the phones locking in the orders. So that was a big level, obviously. So there's the London's low. London, New York struggled there, dropped, and now it has to break through that. That's a big, buys, oop, broke, bam, now it's coming up. It's a downtrend. It's retesting here. So this could be, and this is the hard part, right? So I could get out at 0, so I'd have a -10, -9, and a 0, and I'm choosing to hang on for profit here. And it's based on the fact that this news should push this up. It got near average daily ranges, and now based on the news it's pulling, so I'm going to see if I can get it into this area and get some profits back. I just trying to reduce my loss as much as I can here. So if I can have a -10, a -10, and a plus 10 or a plus 20, I'm at even. So I'm just going to read the charts. Okay, so this is great. We got it above. It's pushing. We're in the last 5 minutes of this 15-minute candle. We can get this it could totally stretch that far. Crazy things can happen in 5 minutes, especially once this turns over. I expect this could take an hour to get there. You look at this downtrend line. It's got to break this trend, and then it's going to turn, it's going to pull back, and then it's going to go again. It's, price goes up and price goes down, price goes up and price goes down. And so we just got to watch this timing. Again, I just want to get out of this. So I also am going to do this. I'm going to set this, well, I can't yet. I want to be able to move to close if I can get up. Again, if I can get out of here even is great, profit is a bonus. So I'm going to see how it goes. But if I get to a point where it's even, I want to get out of this. Okay, I'm going to move it up to the lows of this candle, and I'm just going to trail this along. It just has to go my way, or I'm going to take the loss. And again, just keeping it as small as I can. Just got stopped out. So we tighten it up. We got out at a 9, a 10, and a 12. And it's just misbehaving, not going our way. So I'm going to take that. Right there. So again, I'm okay with a loss as long as I keep it small. And I think it was a solid setup. The markets just totally didn't behave, did not make any sense for no rhyme or reason coming in news. It should not be oscillating and chopping around or breaking new lows on that kind of stuff when the news comes out. So we'll see where this, I'll wait a while and come back on and then just see where this ended up. Pound is just destroying new lows. CAD is chopping at the top. Aussie US is near the lows of the day. Aussie yen's near the lows of the days. Euro yen is near the lows of the days. So just trying to, again, keep these small. So I'm going to grab a screenshot, post it up on my FX book. We'll see what else happens here. Okay, so wrapping up the day here, the Euro US dollar closed deeper, so I'm glad I shut this down when I did, gave it a chance, and tighten up my stop. Sure enough, when it came against me, it dropped further, drop. Again, the perfect trade is right here, and I missed it where I walked into my office. It was right in this area, coming in right before the New York open. It was 6:30 probably. So right in here, it's bumping up from the bottom. It's coming up to this red. There's the sell. Look at that. Would have been golden. And then it was the same thing on the pound. Right here, look at it. Same thing, same time. Right before the New York session, it's support. Broke, retested it, dropped. Oh my gosh! And it dropped a mile. Again, I was looking at both, and then here's another. Look at this magic right here. right in. So here you have pivot, two pivot points. You have a trend line, and that trend line price lined up with a major red thermal grid and a trend line. Super, super high probability sell. 100 pips missed right there. So that's the way it works. All right. See you all tomorrow. Again, let us know your feedback. Again, hopefully this helps you seeing some trades in a live account using the system. See ya.